especially the people who our people would consider to be government or whatever the case is, that they acknowledge certain things that the Moors have already established. We're gonna do something. There's people today, change the flag, take the star off, put a horn on it, do little certain stuff to make it seem like they're doing their own thing, right? When everybody's jacking off Drew Ali, everybody's jacking off the Moors, like we said with um, the Maroons. These mans have fezzes now, you know what I mean? And they don't got the bootleg fez like you see some people that they got the official, yeah, they got the 7-incher. So we know that there's an impact that Moors are having. So we want to acknowledge all the Moors that stuck to the program of what Drew Ali presented. I want to honor the Moors in their Canaan land for sticking to the principles and supporting their temple out here, because the work that has been done is having an impact. It might not appear to be that based on us engaging people out there, the pushback, us being in these institutions, 4 people, the line not going out the door, and then we might think, oh man, this stuff is not working or whatever. This stuff is working. This is reaching people in places that we would never reach. But praise Allah for literature and active Moors and vocal Moors that put certain things out there so that the word could get out regardless of how trying the work is. So this is the resolution honoring the 134th anniversary of the birth of Prophet Noble Drew Ali by Roderick T. Sawyer, Alderman for Chicago's 6th Ward. Whereas on January 8th, 1886, Prophet Noble Drew Ali was born in the state of North Carolina, destined to become the first patriot and founding father of the Moorish Divine National Movement. It was the Noble Drew Ali's belief that the African Americans were all Moors, descendant from the ancient Moabites, thought to be inhabitants of Northwest Africa. Whereas in 1913, Noble Drew Ali founded the Canaanite Temple in Newark, New Jersey, and established congregations in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., and Detroit, Michigan. In 1925, he arrived in Chicago to establish the Moorish Science Temple of America as the headquarters of his Moorish Divine National Movement, a network of alternative spiritualities that focused on the power of the individual to bring about personal transformation through mystical knowledge of the divine within. And whereas it was in this city that Prophet Noble Drew Ali built a civic organization to teach those things necessary to make his adherents better citizens. Since his work was largely religious in accordance with the divine inspiration of God Allah and the laws of the state of Illinois, on July 20th, 1928, Prophet Noble Drew Ali convened a meeting of his followers to formally adopt this religious body politic under the corporate aegis of the Moorish Science Temple of America, filing as a religious institution on August 1st of the same year with the Cook County Recorder of Deeds of Office, and declared to all the Moorish Americans everywhere that Chicago, Illinois will be their new Mecca. And whereas it is the fervent belief of the congregants of the Moorish Science Temple of America that until the coming of the universal prophet Drew Ali, the resurrected nation of Moorish Americans, who as a result of the 13th Amendment were emancipated from slavery in 1865, but had yet to reestablish and reunite themselves with the human family of nations. And whereas, having drawn its power and authority from the great Quran of Muhammad and guided by Allah, as well as the 5 highest principles known to man, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, it is the mission of the Moorish Science Temple of America to propagate the faith and extend the learning and truth of the great Prophet Noble Drew Ali throughout this nation. Now, therefore, be it resolved that we, the mayor and members of the City of Chicago City Council, gathered together on this 18th day of December 2019, do hereby designate the 8th of January 2020 as Prophet Noble Drew Ali Day, and January 8th through the 15th of 2020 as Moorish American Week in the city of Chicago, the Moorish American Mecca, in honor of the 134th anniversary of the birth of his holy and divine prophet of God Allah and his magnanimous work of redeeming the Moorish Americans, as well as uplifting fallen humanity worldwide, and recognize the events planned for this time. Be it further resolved that a suitable copy of this resolution be prepared and presented to Brother Shaw L., Grand Governor and Divine Minister of Moorish Science Temple of America, Temple number 25, Roderick T. Sawyer, December 16th, 2019. So second paragraph. In 1913, Noble Drew Ali founded the Canaanite Temple in Newark, New Jersey, and established congregations in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., and Detroit, Michigan. In 1925, he arrived in Chicago to establish the Moorish Science Temple of America as a headquarters of his Moorish Divine and National Movement, a network of alternative spiritualities that focused on the power of the individual to bring about personal transformation through mystical knowledge of the divine within. That's saying a lot. The network of alternative spiritualities is going into the recognition of all the different prophets, all the different prophets having a different mode of relaying the information, right? Like we say, if you go into the Hindu aspect, you have all the tantric energy stuff. If you go into the Buddhist, you have all the meditation. All right, Mark, hope all's well. Please, Mark. Once you go into the